What's up, everybody? It is day 10, and I am so excited. I'm so excited. Day 10 of the 21-day content challenge. Man, can y'all believe we are 10 days in? I can't. Like, this is so surreal. The time is flying by. Day 10 of the 21-day content challenge. Listen, I am Sharisa T, the visionary of I Teach I Coach LLC, where I am in charge and in position to equip, empower, educate, and encourage you all to do the things that God has called you to do. And one of the reasons I created this 21-day challenge is because many of my customers like to shy, or clients like to shy away from marketing. They don't like it. They can't do it. They don't have the time. They don't know what they're doing. They don't like social media. Okay, so I wanted to do this 21-day challenge at the end of 2023 before we hit 2024, because I want to put some new systems and structures and things in place so that you all can start hitting those goals when it comes to marketing. Now, I'm so super excited that you decided to join for day 10. However, if you are joining for the first time, I need three things of you. Three. First thing, go in the comments, fill out the Google form. The Google form gets you on the email list to get the perks and all the other things that everybody else is getting. Two, go to Facebook, make sure you go below, join the Facebook group. There you can find polls, surveys, and also some information that's not being shared via email. Three, I implore you, come on, encourage the people in the comments, if you're new here, to go back and do days 1 through 9. Why is that important? You're coming in 10 days in and you've missed all of the content from days 1 and 9. God has specifically spoken to us each day, and there's something that you should have learned every day while being on this 21-day challenge. And maybe it wasn't anything new, but maybe you need to listen or hear it again so that you can start doing the things that you need to do. So if you are here for the first time, I am glad that you're here, but I am going to ask you to go back and do days 1 through 9. So important. So important. Wait, 9 days of content. How am I going to get all of that in one day? So glad that you asked. So if this is your first day, you're going to do days 1 and 10 today, 2 and 11 tomorrow, 3 and 12, 4 and 13, 5 and, okay, y'all get it. Okay. Do the work. Do the work. So another thing, if you've been rocking all 10 days, listen, you made it. You made it. You made it. Today, I'm excited because today I'm talking about PR campaigns, something that every business owner, every leader, author, everybody should be doing when they're getting ready to release or do something or put something out there. It's a form of social media. A PR campaign is basically public relations, how you're going to take your business or your event or your idea out to the public and how you plan on marketing those particular things. And so what I'm going to do is talk about the importance of doing that. And then I'm also going to walk you guys through a series of steps on what to do. So this video may be a part 2 or 3. I don't know. It just depends on how far we get. And it may just be one. I don't know if there's something I need to go back over. But I'm going to send you the checklist for your PR campaign via email. So if you're not on the emails, then you need to make sure that you get on there so that you are getting the copies, the other content that is going along with this challenge. So again, a PR campaign is basically a public relations campaign. It's basically saying, I'm getting ready to do this. it's kind of like a marketing plan, but it's only specific to whatever that thing is that you're doing. So, for example, I'm getting ready to release an e-course. The PR campaign is going to be strictly for that course. It's going to be what you're going to do, how you're going to do it, when you're going to do it, where you're going to do it, all of those types of cool things. So, first thing you need to do is set a goal. You want to set the goal. So, I plan on releasing this e-course on January the 1st. Okay. It's December 9th. If you're planning on doing something in January, you do have time. However, if you were a part of my Black Friday masterclass, you know, I told you at least give yourself at least 3 months to plan some stuff out. But you know, we're here now, so let's do it. Okay. It can be done in 3 weeks. It can, but you know, 3 months gives you a little bit more cushion to make sure that you have everything together, because life be life and stuff come up. And whenever you're trying to do something and, you know, you're trying to get something done, we don't want to do it haphazardly. We want to make sure that it's well planned out. Come on, we want to write a cool vision, make that thing plain, and run with it. Okay. So the first thing you want to know, you need to know what you're getting ready to release, or what you're getting ready to launch, or what you're getting ready to share. So again, mine was an e-course. I want to set this goal. My goal is to get 25% participants for this e-course. Well, okay, that's my goal. I'm clear on that. So now you need to know, well, who you're going to target? Who is your audience? So once you set your goal, you need to know who you're going to target. Who are the people who need this? This can be people that you already know, could be people that you're already working with, and then it may be people who, you know, you don't know, but you know that there are business owners out there who can benefit from this service or this e-course or whatever like that. So you want to set your goal and then define your audience. Here's why. We don't have time to be putting our information in the wrong place. We don't have time to do that. It's called wasting time, and we don't want to waste any time. So we want to be strategic. Come on here, bring it all together, Lord. Things that we're talking about, systems and systematic. We want to be strategic where we are going. Going back to some things. I'm sorry, my dog back here is having a moment. I think she's a little upset that I'm not paying any attention to her. So if y'all hear her bark or anything, just don't mind. She having a moment. But anyway, if you've been on these lives, I told you that we need to put some systems and structures in place. We got to put some things in place. No more just, oh, I'm going to write a book today. Oh, I'm going to create an e-course today. Plan it out. Okay? Plan it out. And also too, oh God, I hear you today. See if it's your community needs what you got. If you are already coaching and working and doing some things and you're like, oh, I may want to do, I don't know, a class on how to convert sales, but your clients are converting and having sales, they don't need that, then you'll be marketing to people who may not need your services. And that is a waste of time. So we're going to be very strategic with what we're doing. Henceforth, I created this challenge because I knew that a lot of people that I come in contact do not like social media, are not using social media on their business, and not making the goals that they want because they're forgetting that social media is a tool and a resource to make and reach the goals. So you got to set the goal and you got to get clear on your audience. You got to know who they are, where they at, you know, you got to know. Now that you have did those two things for your campaign, and let me just say this campaign should be written, typed up somewhere, not all in your brain. It should be on paper. if you're like me, I love Google Docs. So I have a Google Docs folder when I am doing something new. So if it's a e-course, marketing e-course, I'm going to put marketing e-course as my new folder. And my PR campaign is going on a Google Doc in that particular folder. I have enough paper as it is. I am a tutor, so I'm always printing stuff and I'm always doing things. I have enough paper, so I don't want paper around me. And then I also love to write, so I have billions and now I don't want to say billions, but I have a lot of journals. I don't want to buy another journal. So I'm going to use the good Google Docs because it does wonders for me. Okay. But my campaign, everything is housed in that Google Doc. Everything. Once I set my goal, define my audience, two. The third thing I want to make sure I do is, okay, how long do I want to run this campaign? So let's say I want to release something on January the 1st. I should be running my campaign right now. January the 1st is right around the corner. The campaign should be campaigning right now. Meaning whatever I needed to do to get clients, customers, I should be doing it right now. That's why I say give yourself 2 or 3 months before the release date. And you want to make sure that you market at least a month before it is being released. Give yourself 2 to 3 months to plan. And then once you plan it and release it, especially if it's like a course or a class or something like that, give yourself at least a month to get clients for that particular class, or 2 months. It just depends on whatever strategy that you want to use, but I promise you it works. It's just not, I want to do an event next month and I'm expecting 50 people and I haven't put it out there enough to get the people, or it's not playing well and I don't have things all together. But you want to decide on how long you want to run this. So for me, another example I can use is like the Black Friday sale. I knew Black Friday was coming in October. I wanted to do a Black Friday e-course in November. It was out for 2 months. I told the people 2 months that I was doing this course. Get ready, get yourself together because we're getting ready to crush this Black Friday sale. I told them waiting ahead of time. Give your people time to buy, sign up, or whatever. So don't just, I'm going to do something next week and you expecting to have all these different people and you didn't give people enough time to get on I'm already dropping gems. Like this whole 21-day challenge, you would probably have to go and pay $999 somewhere. And I'm dropping gems for the free. Y'all should be giving me likes, loves, and hearts and sowing seeds. Because I'm telling you, if you're listening with an ear, it will change the game. Okay. After you figure out how long you want this campaign to run. So, I have a master class. I'm just going to say, I got a master class that I'm going to start March 2024. I want to drop this campaign January the 1st. I'm going to take all of January, all of February to get clients. 2 months of marketing, basically. That's all. 2 months of PR. 2 months of pushing it out. This is what I got going on. This is what I'm doing. 2 months. That's all I want to do. Once I decide on the length of how long my campaign is going to run, then I'm going to say, I'm only going to push this on IG, because one of the things I told you is to find out where your people are. Your people may not be on IG. Your people may be on Facebook and vice versa. You may want to say, hey, I'm just going to do this via email. Everybody on my email list. Or you may say, hey, I'm only going to advertise on TikTok. I'm going to work that platform for 2 months. Okay. Once you identify where you want this to be blasted out at or told to or whatever, then you need to create what is called a marketing plan for this thing. Not a marketing plan for your business, not a marketing plan for a book. If that's not what you're actually doing this PR campaign, whatever you set the PR campaign on, it needs a marketing plan. Basically, you're going to say, hey, I'm marketing this for 2 months. You're going to need a flyer. You're going to need some content. You may need a little blurb or a short paragraph or two telling them what it is. You may need about 3 or 4 of them. And then you rotate them out every time you market this or speak about this campaign. You may want to have lots of pictures. You may want to have videos. So maybe you had some people who've worked with you before come on and have videos of them talking about the services of what they're doing with you. But you want to create a plan with content. With content. You need to know how much it's going to be, where you're going to be, where you're going to host it at, what you're going to do, how you're going to do it, ways they can pay for it, how they sign up. You need to have links for everything. All of that is a part of creating your marketing plan. How can you create an event and you don't know how much you're going to charge? You don't have a link to take payments because 9 times out of 10, when some of us release things, they go like that. You got to have all of those things set up before you release what you're getting ready to release. Once you have your plan all out with content, pictures, flyers, videos, links, all of those things have been created, you're going to start your campaign. So if I'm doing something, I want to get some people in March of 2024, I'm going to start my campaign January the 1st. And I'm going to run it from January to maybe mid-February, the last week of February, or it would need to be at least 1 week before the start date. Okay, that's just me and my thinking. You do what you want to do. Again, these are just my suggestions. They're only suggestions. I'm not telling you what to do. But once you start the campaign should be rolling. That means there should be content coming out about it all the time. It's in their faces. It's going to email. Wherever you said you was going to send it, it should be immediately going out. Every day, every other day. That's a part of marketing. A marketing plan. We need one. Maybe that's probably what we need to talk about tomorrow. How to create a marketing plan. Not just for a particular product, but for your business in general. Because if you don't have a plan in place of how you're going to market your business, your ministry, your event, you just doing things without some type of guidance. You need a plan. Type that in the chat. I will create a marketing plan. That's your affirmation for the day. I will create a marketing plan. I will create a PR campaign for the release of my blank. Come on, somebody. After you start your campaign, you want to go back. If your campaign is running for 2 months, measure your results. How many times did you post that week? How many times did you post that day? Where did you post that day? Did you get any comments? Did you get any sales? Did anybody say anything? Measure your results. If your campaign is running for 2 months and in that first month, you are not seeing the results, you need to step your game up for month 2. You got to go back and revisit your campaign and say, hey, this is not working. This is not working. Let me go back and do something else. Yeah, you need to measure your results. And then after you look at your results, by that time, you will probably be close to the end of that campaign. And then you will say, hey, this worked. Hey, that didn't work. It's good to keep data. It's good to keep records. It's good to keep those types of things because that lets you know what's working and what's not working. Okay. What is working and what's not working. I'll say this. I've said it before. I'll say it again. Doing the same thing and expecting different results is bananas, is insanity. And I believe if we are going to really tap into like big business thinking, like these big corporation minds, we need to put some things and systems in place and think like they think and do things that and do things that we've never done before. We need to sit down and look at our data and know what we need to evaluate our systems, our structures, how we're showing up. Why do you think people are not posting or not, coming to your event? Why? Did you talk about it enough? Were you talking to the wrong people? Like, you have to analyze all of those things so that you can be effective because you want your product, event, service, ministry to be very impactful. So if you're only advertising to a small amount of people and you're not getting the results, you need to go back and look at your audience and broaden your span, broaden yourself, because there's somebody out there who's looking for what you have. So this is your PR campaign. We're going to talk about the importance of creating a marketing plan, and how that's so important and how that is so a game changer if you create a marketing plan for each particular item that you're releasing or event that you're releasing. It's so important that you analyze what you've done so that you can know, hey, this worked, no, this doesn't work, and what do I need to do to make it work, because I know God told me and I know it's something that I need to do, and maybe I need to shift. You got to start getting creative. God has called us to create and dominate. We got to start using our mindsets. We got to start thinking differently. We got to be innovative, new ideas, get into circles you've never. One of the biggest blessings for me and my business is getting in circles where I didn't know nobody, and they were talking things that I wasn't privy to. I got in there and I learned. I sat and I write and I take notes, and a lot of them are free. We won't even make the time to go to some free stuff. This is just ridiculous. I don't understand. Something can be free for you, and you won't even take the time to learn the free information. Like, I don't, for the life of me, I don't understand. And I'm like, well, maybe then if someone is giving you information for free and you won't even take the time to listen to the free stuff, like, there are people out here who wants to know more about grants. There are so many people who talk about grants. Now, I don't talk about them. I'll tell you that there's a grant going on. I don't talk about them too much, but I am going to talk about them at the roundtable that I'm hosting on January the 20th. Just a shameless plug, because I think it's so important that our business is ready for grants. It's free money out here, y'all, and we sitting on it. Our people perish for a lack of knowledge, but do they perish from a lack of knowledge that is freely being given, or is that just laziness? We got to change our systems. I don't know why I'm here, but I am here on today. And I just leans in, God, whatever you want to say. Could it be that the knowledge is there, but we just don't take the time to sit and listen? Free game. Okay. So your homework for tonight or today is this is a good one. I thought this was so great. Suggest a good book to read for your industry. Suggest a good book to read for your industry. How can you do that? Take a picture of the book and tell them why you like it. You can go live if you choose. You can create a reel. You can write a little mini blog, however you choose, but take a picture of the book and tell them why this is a good book for people in your industry, in your lane to read. So, ministry leaders, what is a good? Yeah, we know the Bible is a good book. The Bible is a good book. There are other books as well out there that have been written for us to kind of understand the word a little bit clearer. So, what books are you reading? What are you feeding yourself? Leaders, what leadership books are you reading? Entrepreneurs, what books are you reading to better yourself? Teachers, what are you doing? What are you reading? What are you studying to better yourself? Coaches, what are you reading in this moment to help you be better? So you're going to suggest a good read for your particular industry. And however you choose to do that is definitely okay with me. But I'm excited to see what you guys post and what books you're going to suggest for your audience. I already know the book that I've been reading is called U Squared. And I will put that in the comments below, but that's the book that I'm going to suggest, because it's been speaking to me. Someone suggested that book to me, um, in a clubhouse room that I'm a part of every Monday. And, I shared something that God had on my heart, and they said, you know what, I think this will be a great read for you. And I could have just took that and said, okay, thanks. But I took it and I ordered the little book from the little thin 35-page book from Amazon. And I have rightly devoured what's in there. And it was some good stuff. So I encourage you guys to find resources that speaks to your lane and read. Let's set a goal. Let's try to read 6 new books next year. 6 books. If you can read, up for the challenge to read 6 books by the end of 2024, say in the comments, I'm up for the challenge. And I am going to be reaching out to you, especially if I have your contact information, to make sure that we stick to what we've said on today. Yeah, we stick to what we've said on today. So this has been good. I'm grateful to be able to do these live videos with you guys, to be on this 21-day challenge. And I pray that something that has been shared or said has been very, very helpful. Again, if you're not on the email list, then you want to make sure that you fill out that Google form today, so that you can get a part of the email list and get all of the printables and all of those things that I am sending out. If you're not a part of the Facebook group, I do implore you to go ahead and get a part of that Facebook group so that you can get in there with the other people who are doing this challenge and grow. I also encourage you to go back and look at days. Look at days 1 through 9. I do believe that this will be very, very, very beneficial for you guys. So this is the end of the challenge or the conversation for day 10. I'm grateful to be able to come and do this challenge with you. And I want to tell each and every last one of you, you are doing a great job. I am looking, I am watching, and I'm seeing you post. I'm seeing you go live. I'm seeing you creating content. Oh, I got something I'm going to share with you guys. And I want to shout out Pastor Michelle because she sent me something. And I told her I was going to try it out once I got all of my stuff together. And I had made a promise to myself that I was going to show you guys how to create a bulk content on Canva. So if you don't have a Canva account, please go get Canva. It is one of the best tools for an entrepreneur. But if you got money to blow and you want somebody to create all of your flyers and all that, by all means, do it. But in this day of my life, Canva is one of my best friends. It's like one of my best resources. And I'm going to use it till I get to a place where I don't have to use it anymore. But anyway, I hope that you guys have an amazing day. Happy day 10 to you guys. And I look forward to seeing you for day 11 for our talk about marketing planning. I'm excited about that. But until tomorrow, you guys have an amazing day.